Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and Billy from Frontier Preppers, he stopped by and gifted me some quail eggs from his flock of quail. I've never had quail eggs before, but from watching his videos, it seems that raising quail is just as easy, if not easier, than raising chickens. So on today's video, I'm going to compare about how many quail eggs it takes to equal one average sized chicken egg. And the most important part, what is the difference in taste, if any at all? In addition to taste testing the quail eggs, I am going to brew some of the Dominican coffee that I picked up in my most recent trip to Anchorage. It just happens to be that this small coffee dripper is one that Billy and his wife Dee gifted me a few Christmases ago, and it's definitely something that's going to be living in my camping equipment, but I thought I'd show it today just to show you how cool this little dripper is. I'm going to open the can of coffee before I open the vacuum seal package because I've found that canned coffee does not last as long as the vacuum seal package. I've had cans of coffee go bad on me before, but all of the vacuum sealed coffee that I have is still in excellent condition years after its best buy date. And also, once I'm done using the coffee in the can, when I open one of the small vacuum sealed coffees, I can pour it in the can and use it as a container. So let's go ahead and heat up some water and see what this coffee smells like. And I'll tell you what, it's been a while, and ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that this is going to be a treat. This coffee smells so good. In my opinion, this is the perfect little dripper to make coffee during grid down, as long as you have a source of energy to heat your water. So let me put a couple of tablespoons of grounds in here, and then let's allow nature, or gravity really, to do its work. It smells good and it looks good going into the cup, so let me give it a taste just black. I normally drink my coffee with cream, but let's taste this natural first. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this tastes really good. You can tell good quality coffee when you don't have to add anything to it to just enjoy its robust flavor, and this is exactly that. Now let's try it with a little bit of cream, which is normally how I drink my coffee. I'm assuming that it's going to be just as good, if not better, than drinking it black. And I have to say that I enjoy drinking with a little bit of cream in it because that's just how I've drank my coffee for so long. But believe me when I say that this is just as good drinking it black. If I ran out of cream, I would have no problem drinking this coffee without it. Now let's get ready to make our eggs, and before we do, of course, I have to show you all this Tabasco sauce that one of our community members sent me for my birthday. It's one that I don't have, so I'm going to be very excited to see what it tastes like with my eggs. I usually put a little bit of hot sauce when I eat my eggs. I just like the flavor, especially of Tabasco sauce products, but every once in a while I'll dabble in different brands. And here is a Lulu break, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see how Lulu is progressing, she is getting big. She's already up to 52 pounds, and she just loves to play tug of war. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it is now time to crack these eggs. I'm thinking that it's going to take about 3 quail eggs to equal 1 large egg. You can see that these eggs range from, I would say, medium to large. See that one right there is a little bit smaller than that one. But these are all very nice eggs. For those of you that don't have chickens, you may want to get some chickens because they make the very best eggs. However, look at how many eggs Billy gets from the quail that he has already. But we're going to go ahead and see how many of these it takes to make one of these roughly. And then we're going to cook them separately, scrambled of course, to see what the difference is in taste. I guess we can go with about half a dozen of the regular chicken eggs. So if you're going to try to crack a quail egg like this and then try to do it like we do with chicken eggs, you're going to make a big old mess. I've found that their shell is pretty thick, but when Billy gifted me these, he also gifted me this pair of scissors that I was like, what in the world is that for? Well, this is what they're for. Look at that. Bam. Alright, so for those of you that are looking to get quails so that you can take advantage of their speedy egg production against chickens, here we have a half a dozen chicken eggs, and let's see how many quail eggs it took. This looks about even, right? It looks about even. Let's see how many quail eggs it takes to make about the same in volume as 6 chicken eggs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. About 25. So roughly 4 eggs to each chicken egg to equal the same in volume. It looks like the chicken eggs look like they're a little more colorful, a little more orange than the quail eggs, but it's all in the taste, ladies and gentlemen. Leave it down in the comments which one of these is actually more nutritious as far as the vitamins and minerals, including the macros that they have compared to one another. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and start with the chicken eggs, and I have about 2 tabs of regular butter in there, and we're not going to add any salt, any pepper, nothing to it until after we do the taste test and see which one, at least I prefer better, because we all have different palates. And those are the quail eggs. Alright, so here's the finished product. Like I said, I did not add salt or any pepper or anything like that to either of them. The only thing that there is there besides the eggs is a little bit of butter. So let's go ahead and obviously look, it made about the same amount. It looks like it's about the same volume of eggs. So roughly 4 eggs to about every 1, I would say, large to medium chicken egg. Let's go ahead and taste the chicken eggs first. And here's what it looks like. Very nice. I'm used to these. I've been eating these for, man, it's going to go on a year here in a few months, because we haven't had to buy eggs from the store in probably at least the last 6 to 8 months. Obviously, I knew these eggs were going to be good. They're the same ones that I've been eating for a very long time now. For about the last 6 to 8 months, we haven't had to buy any eggs from the store because we have our chickens. Now, with nothing on it, it tastes just fine, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of salt will make it even better, but a little bit of this right here will knock it out of the park. I just wanted to say thank you very much to Brent. He's one of our community members that's been here a very long time, so he's definitely an OG. He knows I love hot sauces, and he sent me this Tabasco sauce because he knew that I didn't have it yet. And this is the one that has, I believe, habaneros, and actually it's pretty good. I don't really like really hot, spicy food, but this is not. This has great flavor, and it's not super spicy. So thank you again, Brent. Now let's try our quail eggs and see what they're like. Like I said, these are our quail eggs. They look a little lighter than the chicken, obviously, but that's what it looks like up close. Looks pretty appetizing to me. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, the difference in flavor between the quail eggs and the chicken eggs is so minimal that if you were to only give me one at a time and not tell me which they were, that they were quail or chicken, I wouldn't be able to tell that they weren't chicken eggs, right? So in other words, if you were to give me quail eggs to eat and tell me they were chicken eggs, I would think they were chicken eggs. That's how close to taste that they are to chicken eggs. So let me know if you've ever tried quail eggs. Do you agree with me that they have a very similar taste to your chicken eggs? I mean, raising chickens is very, very simple. So I'm going to keep doing the chickens, and maybe I'll go ahead and start raising maybe a small flock of quail inside the chicken coop on their own. We'll see about that, but I'm very satisfied with my chickens. But I'll tell you what, this is a great alternative in my opinion. Having said that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with me for a few minutes today while I show you the difference between quail eggs and chicken eggs. Have a great rest of your day. God bless every one of you. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.